scans here, we had some real strong rotation coming in out of southern Hickman County, and that's really where we had the strongest rotation, and then started to fall apart as it moved more into Maury County, and that tornado warning just followed it there as it moved more into the county. So that's what we've got at the moment. We'll zoom back out and show you that we do have some showers and storms that are trying to form here up in southern, or in northern, I should say, Christian County. Some intense rainfall near Crofton, and even more into Kentucky here. And then over to the east, we've got heavy rain and showers and lightning pushing through portions of Monroe County, headed towards Clinton and Cumberland counties in Kentucky, and some other lightning strikes in Macon County in Tennessee, along with some rainfall too. But those storms really did fall apart. Earlier in the evening, this was a pretty intense line of thunderstorms pushing through north of Nashville and then our northern counties near the Tennessee-Kentucky line, and they have really just fallen apart. So that's good news, and hopefully that's sort of a hint or a precursor of what this guy is starting to do now, that the atmosphere is just not quite as favorable for severe weather east to 65. And as it inches closer to the interstate and then passes the interstate, that it'll just continue to fall apart and just doesn't want to thrive in that atmosphere. And that kind of holds true to what our outlook was for today. We were looking at level 1 out of 5 threat east of 65, with the best ingredients for severe weather west of 65 and north of I-40. And that's really been where we've had, with the exception of the tornado warning, that's been where all of our severe weather has been for this afternoon. So we do continue to follow this here. Brett, haven't seen anything new yet?
Not seeing anything new, and I totally agree. The rotation does not look near as impressive as it was looking about 25, 30, 35 minutes ago. I do want to show you this map real quick. We did have some counties that were added to the severe thunderstorm watch, and then some counties that were removed from the severe thunderstorm watch. So basically, it's just going to follow that line that's moving through right now. So we still have from about a diagonal line, we'll say, down here from Hickman County, Maury County, Marshall County, down here. This is going to be near Interstate 65, these areas, and then on up to the northeast, up into parts of southern Kentucky, from Simpson County on over into Clinton County, and all those counties in between that are highlighted in that shade of purple. So Rutherford, Davidson, Putnam counties, some of those spots still included within these this severe thunderstorm watch highlighted in that shade of pink right there. This severe thunderstorm watch is going to go until midnight if nothing changes, but some of these counties on the backside will likely get taken out of that severe thunderstorm watch as that line of storms continues to push a little bit further east. But like Katie's been saying too, there could be another line that's going to try to develop behind this first line, so that's something that we're going to have to be watching as well. We're going to go back over here to the radar though and just see exactly what it's looking like. And the first thing I noticed, not really seeing much tight rotation here on this particular storm. I am going to change radar sites really quick just to get one other view. Okay, so I changed radar sites. This is going to be the one down in Alabama, the high top radar coming out of around Huntsville, and still not seeing the best radar signature on the rotation signature on the radar right now with this storm either. That tornado warning is still going to go until 9:30 though, so the National Weather Service, it appears to be just kind of holding. Haven't seen them mention letting it go, but when I'm looking at this, I'm just not seeing the greatest rotation that we were seeing about 30 minutes ago. So that's good. Hopefully it keeps this same trend up and just stays broad and no longer is a threat. But as it stands right now, this tornado warning going to go until 9:30. This is going to include a decent portion of Maury County, so mainly the kind of west central areas of Maury County, Hilltown, Santa Fe, Fikes Mill, Arkland, all included within that current tornado warning. I'm going to keep an eye on this National Weather Service chat, Katie, just to see if they do decide to go ahead and let this go early. But the rotation does not look as concerning as it once was.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they let it go here in a couple of scans. For the back, just for housekeeping, we'll probably want to start preparing for going into our regular 9 p.m. news coverage here, because I wouldn't expect them to continue the warning too much longer. In the meantime here, let's run through Future Track manually just so we can see. We're talking about the potential for another line developing here. This takes us up till midnight, and Future Track's kind of on board with what's going on now. There really isn't a lot of coverage at the moment, but we take this in the future, and you can see that after about midnight, 1 o'clock, another line trying to develop here, and that takes us all the way through the early morning hours with more showers and storms. So by 4 a.m., the potential for more showers and storms around. Now, I would say at this point that our severe weather risk is probably going to be pretty low, but not zero. So we'll want to make sure that you've got those ways to stay alert even through the overnight hours through Thursday morning. And notice that line continues through about 5, 6 o'clock, 7 a.m. Beyond that, we'll continue to find a few pop-up showers and storms, nothing really concerning for us. And then we're done with rain and storms for a while. Isn't that nice to hear? Something that we just really haven't had much luck with. But unfortunately, we're going to have to trade in one for another type of weather hazard, and that's going to be the heat. So heat will become a big problem as we head toward the weekend. So we'll talk more about that here coming up. Back to the tornado warning, where we will stick with this until Weather Service decides to let it go. They're going to give it another scan or two just to be sure before they let it drop early. In the meantime, let's head over to Scott Couch at the Anchor Desk. Scott.
Katie, thank you. We've been tracking power outages throughout the area. Despite the fact that the warning right now is south of Nashville, the primary power outages are north of the city. Let's take a look now at the CEMC power outage map. That's the Cumberland Electric Membership Cooperative. They're headquartered in Clarksville, but they've got customers in Montgomery County, Robertson County, Sumner County. And the red dots that you see there, you see one in Montgomery County, you see a big one, just outside of downtown Springfield, and another one around Mitchellville, the northern part of Sumner County, right there on the state line. Each one of those red dots is 500 people at least who are without power. And all the blue dots that you see, and there are a ton of those, are between 2 and 10. Now, the other, color to take note of is the orange dots. And I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 of those, and that's between 1 and 500 people. So despite the fact that the heavy action is south of the city right now, that big shelf cloud that we showed our viewers earlier tonight as it moved through the city of Springfield is responsible for the outages here that you see, not only in the Clarksville area, parts of rural Montgomery County, but also around Springfield and over north of Portland now around the state line. And you see quite a few outages in the White House area. And again, these are all CEMC customers. These are the outages they are aware of. We don't know how long it's going to take, but obviously they are on the case because we've been warning about this weather threat for several days now. And guys, that's why we do Code Red, so people can be prepared, have their phones ready, have their safe places ready to go. That's why we do what we do.
Yes, absolutely correct. The good news is here we're getting new information in from the Weather Service, as Brett and I have been talking about. The tornado warning really has fallen apart. So they're going to reissue a severe thunderstorm warning in place of a tornado warning. So this will be going away shortly. Yeah, they said not even a severe now. They said they're going to drop it down even one more notch. So that's even better. They are going to let that tornado warning expire. Once again, you can really see that it has fallen apart. And they're not even going to issue a severe thunderstorm warning for this now. So heavy rain, lightning around in Maury County. We'll take one last look here at wide view. We've got showers and storms in the upper Cumberland region and into Kentucky. But that's it as far as what we've got now. And there you go. The warning now has been allowed to cancel early. So no warnings at the moment. We do have the watch that continues in effect. We will talk more about that and, of course, what we can expect as we head into the next several days. That all coming up. Scott.
Katie, thank you. Continuing coverage now on the ice crackdown across the Middle Tennessee area and the political fallout after the National Mayor's Office briefly posts the names of some federal agents involved in the immigration operations online. The Mayor's Office, the subject of 2 congressional investigations as a result of that. Fox 17 News' Chris Knowles is now live downtown with what the mayor is saying about those probes tonight. Chris?
Scott, today during a news conference, we pressed Mayor Freddie O'Connell about the federal investigation, and his response did not sit too well with Republican lawmakers.
The fallout continues after